My fiancé cheated on me with my best friend, so I gave them the wedding they deserved. When I met Sophia, I thought my life had finally fallen into place. She was warm, ambitious, and had that kind of smile that made everything else fade away. We met in college. I was studying computer engineering, she was majoring in psychology. Total opposites, but somehow it worked. By graduation, we were inseparable. Everyone said we were that couple, the one that made others believe in love again. And for a while, I believed it too. Sophia got close with my best friend, Jack, pretty early on. We'd all hang out together, game nights, late dinners, the usual stuff. He was like a brother to me, the guy I trusted more than anyone. Looking back, that was my first mistake. It started small, little things I noticed but ignored. When I walked into the room, they'd stop laughing. When I asked what was funny, Sophia would smile and say it was just an inside joke. I told myself it was harmless. Then she started texting late at night. When I asked who it was, she said a friend from work. I didn't push, because I trusted her. And that trust was my biggest weakness. A few months before our wedding, Sophia began acting distant. She'd cancel plans, ignore calls, and say she was too tired to meet. One night, she said she was going on a weekend work retreat. I believed her, until I got a message from an unknown number, a photo of Sophia in a hotel pool with Jack. My heart stopped. They weren't just swimming. I felt sick. For a while, I couldn't even think. Then rage kicked in. I called her, no answer. I called Jack, straight to voicemail. The next day, I drove to her apartment. Her car wasn't there, neither was his. I spent that night staring at the ceiling, replaying every memory, every laugh, every lie. By morning, I wasn't sad anymore. I was done. When Sophia finally called, she acted normal. Hey babe, sorry I didn't answer, bad signal here. I played along, pretending everything was fine. I wanted her to dig her own grave. Over the next few weeks, I smiled through every lie. We met vendors, sent invites, planned the wedding like nothing was wrong. Every kiss, every hug felt fake, but I needed her to believe it. The night before the wedding, I texted Jack, hey bro, thanks for being part of this, you mean a lot to me. He replied instantly, saying, wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You deserve happiness. The irony almost made me laugh. That night, I set up a shared drive, photos, screenshots, hotel footage, all neatly organized and ready. At the ceremony, everything looked perfect. Sophia glowing in her white dress, Jack beside me as best man. My stomach twisted, but I smiled for the cameras. When the priest said, if anyone has any reason these two should not be married, speak now, I raised my hand. Everyone turned. Sophia's smile froze, Jack's face went pale. I took the mic and said, I do have a reason. Then I played the video. It was them, laughing, kissing, in that same hotel pool. Gasps filled the hall. Her mother covered her mouth, Jack tried to unplug the projector, but it was too late. I looked at Sophia and said quietly, you could have told me the truth. Instead, you made me plan your wedding. She whispered that we could talk about it, but I shook my head. No, we can't. Then I turned to everyone and said, the wedding's off. But hey, at least the catering's paid for. Enjoy the food. And I walked out. Outside, the air felt cold and clean. Within a week, Sophia's life fell apart. Her family disowned her, Jack's girlfriend dumped him, and I moved to another city. People said I was cruel. Maybe I was. But after what they did, I wasn't interested in forgiveness, only closure. And that day, I finally got it. Months passed. New city, new job, new peace. Until one day, a message appeared on my phone from an unknown number saying, I miss you. Please, can we talk? I didn't reply. Then came flowers, a note that said, I've changed. I'm so sorry. I didn't need a signature. The cursive S gave her away. I ignored it, until one morning, she showed up at my door. No makeup, tired eyes, holding coffee like a peace offering. She said quietly that she didn't expect forgiveness, but wanted me to know she regretted everything. I should have slammed the door, but instead, I let her in. She talked fast, how Jack ghosted her right after the wedding, how she lost her job, friends, and even her family's respect. She said every day since that night felt like punishment. When she whispered, maybe we could start over, I've changed, I almost laughed. She hadn't changed. She was just lonely. But instead of calling her out, I smiled, and that's when my plan started. For weeks, I played along. Texted her, met for lunch, let her think I was falling again. She became her old self, cheerful, hopeful, delusional. One night over dinner, she said, if we ever got married again, I'd do it right this time. That was my cue. I pulled out a small velvet box from my jacket. Her eyes widened, her hands trembled. Are you serious? She asked. I smiled and told her to open it. Inside wasn't a ring, it was a flash drive. She looked confused. I said calmly, I thought you'd want to keep some memories. She frowned and asked what I meant. I leaned back and said, everything from last time. The messages, the photos, the hotel footage. All of it, backed up and ready. Her face went pale. She stammered that I deleted everything after the wedding. I shook my head. No, Sophia. I did. But I also made backups. Because I knew one day you'd come crawling back. Her lips trembled as she whispered, you're cruel. I nodded. So were you. Then I stood, dropped a few bills on the table, and walked away, leaving her sitting there, realizing she'd just been played by the man she once betrayed. That night, I deleted her number for good. No anger, no satisfaction, just peace. People think revenge means destroying someone else's life. But real revenge? It's giving them hope, and then taking it away. And that's exactly what I did.